Hey there, Mikhail here with Toasty DIY, and today I'm doing a video over how to place yourself inside of a video game scene or just kind of rotoscope in general. This is part of me attempting to learn it as I try to make a video about why I love revisiting old games, specifically like Skyrim and Minecraft. So I wanted to figure out how to place myself in the scene so it'd be kind of a more fun way to talk about it than just me sitting here in the voiceover room. So that being said, here are a few video clips of me in the front of Toasty Bros getting some basic poses and little areas to see how it will look, because I'm going to eventually try to insert these inside of Skyrim. So I kind of had to get two things. Number one was main video of me like you're seeing now, and number two was B-roll inside of Skyrim. So that's what you're going to be seeing here. And it's pretty easy, pretty simple to do that. You just hit OBS record and get your different footage inside the game. It's a little bit harder to get the video clips of yourself because you need to be at the right rotation compared to where the camera was in game. So I tried to match that best I could. And this is just going to be a few shots that I'm going to throw into After Effects. We're going to see how they work. So I'm going to take you through one of them, and that's going to be the one we're going to look at. Then I'll just show you the results of the other three I did. So this one we're going to be doing here is a rather simple one. The one we're going to do here is the final one I'm going to try to do. And it's one that has a little bit more of a complicated thing, which is me standing there and then moving out of the way of an NPC running past me. So we'll see how I'll first take myself and rotoscope myself out. Now, this is a very fast process to rotoscope it. Now, however, the problem comes from trying to work with that footage after you've already gotten it, because you need to freeze it. And when you need to freeze it, depending on the length of it, it can take a different amount of time. And I found that like 400 frames takes my computer about 2 minutes. And I have a pretty strong computer, but two and a half minutes to do that is a rather long time for a 6-10 second clip. And that really just bogged down my timing. But after I've gotten myself rotoscoped here, then the next thing to do is place myself in the scene, do my best to align myself with the floor and whatnot, and then time it up so that I move out of the way at the appropriate time, and then make the clip as short as it needs to be. Don't have any extra dead space because it takes so much processing power to render these clips. The next thing you have to do after you've positioned your character is that you need to go into add the Lumetri color effect. There might be better ways to do this, but this is the one that worked for me. Once you've added Lumetri color, you can go through and try to change things. So like the shadow tints, when it's darker, are probably going to be more orangey. Make sure that your temperature is probably turned up to match, because I'm filming inside under some cold light, so I need to be a little bit warmer since I'm going to be in an area outside according to this clip. So once you've gotten the best you can, if you need to, you can like double click on the layer and try to go in and add shadows with the brush tool on yourself if you need to. But since this one's more mobile, I'm not going to worry about that. And luckily, since the camera's looking up at us, I'm not going to worry about a shadow. Even though one might be needed, I might do just some rough brushing, if anything. But after that's all done, you can hit play and watch it stutter and be slowly attempting to put it together, because everything in After Effects is just slow. In Premiere, it's pretty fast. But when you work with graphics, everything takes forever. So we just look at a basic by moving along the scrubbing timelines to see if it works generally. And if we think it looks all right, we'll just go ahead and export that and we'll look at that. So here are the results from what I did. We have, of course, the first scene of me standing and moving out of the way of an NPC. Here we have a shot of me sitting at the bannered mare. I think the perspective was a little off. I think it needed to be a little bit bigger to make this one right. We have me walking through Blackreach. The interesting thing about this was I thought I'd have to keyframe my actual movement, but it turns out because I'm actually moving, it does appear as if I'm moving along it. I could get in there and try to finesse the keyframe so it looks like I'm more making contact with the ground, but I'm also wearing vesties and sweatpants in Skyrim, so I'm not going to get too caught in a rut about it. We have one of me sitting here in the Jarl's chair. Not really happy with this one. I wish I would have gotten a closer up shot. I know I could zoom, but I just feel like it would get grainy and weird if I tried to do it at that point. But there's me sitting in the Jarl's chair, and that should be all of them. So I hope you all enjoyed this basic look at how to do this. It shouldn't take you too long if you want to do it yourself. It may just be more rendering time than anything else. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate it. And stay tuned, because hopefully I'll be able to make a video about this kind of longer 5-minute, 10-minute video about what I love about Skyrim and whatnot. But according to how long these renders will take, maybe I'll be more sparing in my like VFX shots, if you want to call them that. So once again, thank you all for coming, and take care. Peace.